Okay, I'm gonna try and make this as short as possible. And this is pretty much regards to the review must go on. Pretty much the final episode of Demo Reel and the return of the Nostalgia Critic. My initial thoughts on this is I am shocked. I am surprised that he actually returned to his roots, even though it's not going to be the same way that we have grown to know it. He's not going to do it every week. He's going to do it every other week, along with some, shorts in between. But yeah, it's a bit of a shock to me. I was not expecting that to happen. Um, I pretty much last night was closing things up after looking at a few videos from Manic Expression, and this basically about to close up when I decided let me just see what the guys at Channel Awesome was doing, what they was posting, and I saw what I thought was demo reel, and then I realized the title card was something about the title card that was very strange, and the fact that they said review must go on. I realized something was happening, and I said, and it when I look at the side, because I always have the titles, the some of the descriptions, brief description on the side said, "Is the critic coming back?" And I said, he's not going to do it, is he? He's not going to bring it back. And when I watched it, I'm like, wow. Uh, I was stunned. I was shocked. I was shocked because it does felt like he had enough. He was tired doing the critic. And the fact that he actually decided out of blue to bring it back was like, wow, it was, it just blew me away because again, it was something I did not expect. At the same time, am I happy he's ending demo reel? No, I actually thought that he could have took it a little further, did it what it was. In fact, it was improving. So the fact that he actually chose to end it so briefly, I was a little bit saddened by that. It had the potential to become very very good. The only episode I think I truly didn't see was the one where he was making fun of the Blair Witch. But other than that, I think that it was getting better. I actually liked the second episode, and I was actually seeing how much further he was going to go. Do I think he's going to just stop doing other things? No, I think he's going to continue doing other things. And that's pretty much the reason why he's basically keeping the Nostalgia Critic every 2 weeks instead of every week, and also breaking the ground rule of only reviewing films that were 10 years or older down the road. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how this new critic comes in. Um, as far as the response to this, yeah, I think there's a lot of reasons why I think that he's going back. One of them basically because people was not following Demo Road and never really embraced the concept of the show. But also an important thing is that I think that people also see not to take into account is that the site itself, in terms of posting, hasn't been what it used to be. And a lot of producers are doing their own thing. I know Nostalgia Check, aka Lindsay Ellis, has have now done her new website is now right now in the final phases and pretty much is up and running. You had Jessica Taku, she has her new site. So a lot of the producers are pretty much branching out, doing their own thing. They're still posting, but it's not as frequently as one may think. Of course, you have the regulars, you have Nakara, you have Cinema Snob, but as in general of their own stuff. They're just doing their own stuff, and it's pretty much outside of Channel Austin's window. Also, the producers, there were also a lot of producers there that it hasn't posted in almost 6 months to a year. So you add that plus the fact that the Nostalgia Critic wasn't there, the traffic was slowly declining, and that's something that Channel Awesome or that guy with glasses, for that matter, cannot have, especially if you want to keep the site running. So that's probably why it's more of a financial move than anything else. Um, Also, again, that means they're gonna stop doing anything else. No, I think that there's a couple more shows that they're still working on. I definitely like the fact that they're doing like a Cisco and Ebert type of review. I always like to hear Doug Walker's take on the movies that he's seen, and I think that in future I'd like to know if he's gonna continue on with Shut Up and Talk, which I thought was done brilliantly. I thought it was very, very good. I actually really did enjoy his interview with Marlon Wilson, and I was actually hoping that he continues on with that with other interviews. So there's a lot of stuff that he could still do. As for the critic, I think the fans made it very clear that they want him back, and they got him back. But I will say this: be careful what you wish for, because this is not going to be the same Nostalgia Critic. It's going to be a different Nostalgia Critic. His format's going to be different, and it may not vote well for those who actually want the old school critic. So keep that in mind when you see this. Uh, Welcome back, critic. I'm glad that you're back. The episode, if anything, to me, it's like the last episode of Demo Reel. Probably was the best. But I am sad that it's gone. It's done. I really thought it was one of those shows that could have gotten better, could have improved. And so on. I think the people was a little bit too harsh on it. Like I said, I didn't think it was great, but I didn't think it was bad either. I just thought that just needed room for more originality, more comedy, if that's the fact that's what it's trying to do, to build it up. But apparently that didn't work out that way. Hopefully, the people who he had to work on the role will stay on in some shape or form. But the critic gets back, people want him back, and we'll see what happens from here. So that's all I got to say about that. I'd like to see what your opinion on it. Leave your comments below. Let me know. Until then, this is J77 saying take care and be safe.